Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Today we will be discussing human rights. Human rights is the benefits that every citizen of a country enjoy irrespective of their age, gender, economic, social, political or religious affiliation.
Human rights talks more on your basic rights and freedom that every person in the world enjoys from birth unto death. They are applied regardless of where you are from, what you believe, or how you choose to live your life. They can never be taken away, although they can sometimes be restricted. For example, if a person breaks the law, or in the case or in the interest of emergency, when the nation needs to take drastic action, those rights possibly can be taken away. These basic rights are based on shared values like dignity, fairness, equality, respect, and independence. They are protected by law. So you enjoy your right because you are protected by law. All these are human rights. Now let's pick the rights as contained in the Constitution one after the other. The first one is right to life, and this is stated as section 33 of chapter 4 of the Constitution. That is, every person has a right to life, and no one can be deprived intentionally of his rights. Meaning, you have the right to your life which cannot be deprived, except on a condition whereby you have been sentenced by a court of law in respect of a criminal offense of which that person has been found guilty by a competent judge. So that is the first one. It is called right to life, section 33, right to life. Section 34 of the same chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria talks about dignity of human person, that is right to dignity of human person. It talks about every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person. Everybody must live to be respected in the society, and that no person shall be subjected to torture or inhuman or degrading treatment in the society. You have the right to dignity of human person. No person shall be required to perform forced or compulsory labor. Nobody shall be forced to do hard labor. Any labor. Section 35 of the Constitution talks about right to personal liberty. That is, every person shall be entitled to his personal liberty, and no person shall be deprived of such liberty except in a case declared by the court of law. Nobody should deprive you of your liberty. Nobody should make you to suffer certain things that you are not supposed to, for the purpose of preventing the unlawful entry of any person into Nigeria. Nobody has the right to stop you except on the basis of criminal offense. So you have right to personal liberty. All right. Section 36 talks about right to fair hearing. That is, in the determination of a civil right and obligation, you are entitled to your own opinion. You must be listened to in any case. Before court's judgment, you are entitled to air your opinion on the matter at hand. A court or such a tribunal must listen to your own side of the story before the final determination of a matter. You must be able to defend yourself. You must be able to speak out. You must be able to
swear your view. Every person who is charged with a criminal offense shall be presumed to be innocent until he is proved guilty.
All right, Section 37 talks about right to private and family life. At least you have a privacy of a citizen, your home, your correspondence, your telephone conversation, and everything about you and your family is hereby guaranteed and protected by the Constitution. Meaning your private life, your family life is a secrecy only meant for you to consume. Your phone call, your home, your family, your marriage is a private matter to you as an individual. The next right is a right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and that is Section 38. It says every person shall be entitled to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, including freedom to change his religion or beliefs, and freedom to manifest and propagate such religion or belief in worship, teaching, practice, and otherwise. So you are free to your conscience, to your thoughts, and also your religion. You are free to practice any religion of your choice. That also is one of the rights enshrined in the Constitution. Also, we have right to freedom of expression and the press. That is Section 39 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is, every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression. Express yourself, including freedom to hold opinion and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference, without prejudice to the generality of this. Every individual has the right entitled to own, to establish and operate any medium for dissemination of information, ideas, and opinions. So you have the right to express yourself, and you have the right to air your view to the general public. Section 40 of Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria talks about right to peaceful assembly and association. This entails the right to assemble freely and associate with other persons. And in particular, you may form or belong to any political party of your choice, trade union of your choice, or any other association for the protection of your interests. So you have that right to a peaceful assembly, a peaceful gathering, and you have the right to bring people together to form an association in as much as is for the betterment of the generality. So you have that right. Also, Section 41 of this same Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria talks about right to freedom of movement. That is, every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to move freely throughout Nigeria and to reside in any part thereof. And no citizen of Nigeria shall be expelled from Nigeria or refuse entering into the country. The only thing is when there is a declaration of state of emergency, curfew is being imposed, citizens' movement may be restricted. But if that is not, you have the right to freedom of movement to any part of the country. You have the right to move from one place to the other because you are a human being. So you enjoy freedom of movement as a citizen of Nigeria. Section 42 of the same Constitution talks about right to freedom from discrimination. That is, nobody. There shouldn't be any form of discrimination based on gender, based on disability, religion, or political affiliation, as the case may be, as nobody should be subject to discrimination in terms of maybe job, in terms of physical look, in terms of sex, religion, ethnic group. There shouldn't be any form of discrimination. As far as such individual is a citizen of Nigeria, you are entitled to enjoy all benefits that every citizen enjoy. So there shouldn't be discrimination in enjoying your right, possibly based on your disability and the likes. So everybody is entitled to enjoy such rights. Disability is not part of. In conclusion, human rights are benefits that every citizen enjoy, and they are enshrined, contained in the Constitution. Nigeria, as a case study, the 1999 Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria speaks more in Chapter 4 of those rights as contained in this work. So rights are what we enjoy. Provision has been made concerning that for every citizen to enjoy such rights. So you have right to life, right to own property, freedom of movement, freedom of speech, and all other rights contained in the Constitution. Thank you.